Hey guys, it's me, Amanda. Welcome back to this channel. I'm gonna do my New Year's resolutions video. I meant to do one last year and I never got around to doing it, and I felt really bad because I think I had a really intense list that I had thought about for quite some time and I just didn't get around to filming and editing it up in time for the New Year's. Without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. I wrote all my resolutions on my phone, so excuse me if I'm looking on it quite a bit. I have it on my notepad here, and if you're wondering, this case is a Game Boy case. It has no protection, but it's really cute, so I use it. And I'm just going to kind of go on about this. Firstly, I'd like to say that the Mayans were wrong and we survived I believe the 21st they said the world was going to end of this month, December, and it didn't, and I'm happy it didn't because I'm enjoying life as far as, I know, and as far as everyone else is. I'm hoping you're having a very good 2012, but also, yes, I did write that on here, I would just like to have like a quick reflection period on 2012. 2012, if you don't know, was the year that I graduated high school. It's kind of been like thinking back on it, growing up, 2012 was always the year kind of embedded in our head, well, my head at least, thinking like, oh, 2012, like, oh, things will happen in 2012 because 2012 was the year that I graduated from high school. So it kind of marked my growing up stage in life. It's weird to think that there's one date or a year that things completely change for you, and it did. 2012 was a big growing up year for me. Obviously, I graduated high school in June, and then I went off to Switzerland for a month, and I enjoyed my summer and I worked, and then I went to school, to university in the fall, and so that's where I've been, and quite honestly, the world is completely different from what I had originally thought it was. I've grown up quite a bit in the last couple of months, and I feel like 2012 is just a really big year for me. I can't complain about anything that happened this year, quite honestly. I literally think it was one of the best years of my life. I have quite a few resolutions, and some of them are less important than others, but I still think there's things that I want to do. So I've kind of broken it down. Obviously, with my new camera, my new kind of urge to film, I am going to try to put up at least 2 YouTube videos every week. And I know that sounds like very few, but considering that I've been on like a hiatus and haven't filmed for like 3 months, I think 1 a week would be like very good. So I'm going to try to do 2. And it'll probably transition from like 1 to 2 like towards later on in the year, but I'm going to try to keep it up as much as possible, even if I have to film ahead of time and then upload, just because I feel like I have been severely slacking in this department. Number 2, I want to work out more and to lose at least 10 pounds. And I know that sounds like a lot, and a lot of you are going to say like, Amanda, you're so skinny, but like, quite honestly, I know that I have bits of my body that I'm not the proudest of, and nothing's gonna happen if I don't push myself to do something. And if you guys don't know, I'm not one to work out. I absolutely hate running on a treadmill or like just like working out, like lifting weights is not my cup of tea. I like to have kind of an instructor, or like I used to love going to yoga classes or Zumba or something with instruction or someone telling me to do something, because that way I feel more motivated to do it. I have never been one to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go run 3 miles. Like, that's never been me. So maybe I'll pick up a class or something. They do have them at my university, so I'm not too worried. Also, I have these new workout DVDs. I'm going to try to work out at least 2 or 3 times a week, and hopefully that'll change, like 2 will change to like 4 times a week, would probably be my max, like 4 to 5, and I really doubt I'd ever hit 5, but I will let you guys know. I'll probably have a blog post on it eventually, or like maybe halfway through the year have a reflection video on like how I've been doing on my resolutions for 2013. Next, these are in no particular order, I just was thinking about them. Have a better skin routine. I don't have particularly bad skin. If you guys, I'm actually really proud of my skin. I think I'm really lucky in that I've never really had massive breakouts or huge pimples, or when I do have like a zit, it'll go away in a couple of days, like 2 days tops. So I'm really lucky that my skin is like nice skin. but I feel like I don't take care of it enough, even though it is like fairly nice. I'm gonna try to adopt a new skin regime. I had been using like a Soap and Glory one, which I do like, but I feel like I need a better exfoliator and a better moisturizer as well. So I'm gonna try to delve into some higher end kind of quality things just for my own sake. Okay, and the next couple have to do with school. So obviously I'm in university now. I finished my first semester as a freshman, or first year, however you want to say it, and my grades weren't super stellar. I got 2 A's and 2 C's on the 4 classes that I took. One of them I was fine about because it was a writing course and it's a mandatory writing course, and the grading system is kind of weird, so I was okay with that C. But I got a C in chemistry as well, which what I was not expecting at all until I failed the final. Like, I took the final, left it, and like almost cried because it's like I didn't know anything on that final, and I'm lucky that I passed. So I need to be more on top of my workload. My goals are: don't procrastinate. I'm a huge procrastinator, always have been, especially in high school. I didn't used to be when I was in like middle school, early middle school, elementary school, definitely not. I always got my work done. But as like technology has grown and my dependency on technology has grown, I feel more like less inclined to do my work right when I get home, or like do it proactively. I have a lot of friends who are like very proactive with the way they work, and I'm just not like that, and I really should be more proactive. So there's that, and then go to classes and study more frequently, on a more frequent basis. I think the more structure that I have to my life, the more I get things done, the more efficient I am. So that's also why the next one is to get a job. I don't have a job. I need to work steady. I need something on campus that will keep me on schedule. So like, I know this block of time's work and this block of, like, I only have an hour between that and like my next class, so I'm going to study or do my homework. I need some kind of structure like that. And then, sorry about that. Okay, another one of my resolutions is to be more organized as a person, as in my room, as in my schoolwork, as in everything, and that kind of goes into maintaining a clean room and work environment, because that also helps with like how efficiently you work and how well you work in the space that's provided for you. And especially in college, because I find, especially now that I know what I'm doing, that I can't work in my dorms. Like, I can't work where I sleep, because I will fall asleep. I will take a nap instead of study for that test. So I have to kind of make myself venture out a little bit further, either to the library or to like a hall or something, a lounge, anywhere else that doesn't have the distraction of like comfort. These are kind of random now. Because I'm kind of like a night owl, I don't know if you guys know, like I said earlier, I woke up at 4:30 in the afternoon today. That's kind of absurd. I'm trying to get back on a regular sleep schedule, and I want to maintain a regular sleep schedule throughout my college kind of lifestyle, because I'm one of the worst people with going to bed on time. My regular bedtime is like 3 or 4 in the morning, which is not healthy, and especially since I have morning classes this semester, it's really not okay for me to be going to bed that late. So I'm going to try to get to bed at a reasonable hour, probably 12 or 1 o'clock at the latest, and sleep 6 or 7 hours and get up and be refreshed and okay. Like, I full-heartedly push on naps. I love naps. Power naps are amazing in college. I wholeheartedly urge you to take naps if you're tired, but know that you have to get up and you have to do things. So I'm going to try to get on a regular sleep schedule and keep it throughout the year. Some other random ones. Read a book read more often. So my goal is to read a book at least once a month, which is very little. Like, it doesn't take me that long to read a book. It's just the matter of sitting down and allotting some time to read before I do things, or read just because I want to read. I always feel like my head is rushing, and like I always have things I want to do, but I never get a chance to do them. So this is one of the things that I I want to re-educate myself in. And yes, maybe it'll take away from the 20 minutes I shouldn't be, like, I'd be studying, or the 20 minutes I'd be hanging out with friends, but I would like to read more often. So my goal is to read at least one book a week, or I'm sorry, one book a month, which is nothing. That's like absolutely completely doable, but it's something I haven't been doing, so it's something I'm going to, make sure that I do. And if I do it like consistently once a month, I might change it to like once every 3 weeks or once every 2 weeks, and then that way I would be on a more regular reading schedule. Also because I love reading, I love the thought process, I love a lot of fiction and sci-fi and fantasy. I'm a huge fan, but I also want to kind of delve into other kind of genre. The last two that I have are to journal more often. I've been trying really hard to maintain a consistent journal, but sometimes I feel like my head, again, is just moving so fast. My thoughts are just going like so fast that I can't write them all down. But the thing is, like, therefore, like, sometimes I'll like do it on my computer and I'll like type it out. But I just love having like a physical book that you can leaf through and read. So this is my journal. You can't see, this is the Hogwarts emblem embossed in here. And it is from Harry Potter World. I think it says so on the back. This is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. At least once a week, I think is going to be my goal. Just because it's good to flesh out your thoughts sometimes, and more times than not, going back and looking at what you thought or proving something, because I just like, sometimes I won't even journal just to like write what happened. I will journal to think about something, like I'll write poetry or I'll draw pictures or something like that. Even like, oh, I went to the movies today, and like have a photo stub or like a picture or whatever, just to kind of have like an ongoing log of your life. And I think it's just really interesting to look back on. That's one of my big goals, because I find it sometimes hard to do just because I don't want to write all the time and my hand gets cramped and then it's just annoying. But I think that's a really good thing to do. And then lastly, save money. I have a spending problem. I'm diagnosing myself as having a spending problem, and I just need to learn to not spend money so haphazardly. I'm not even working right now. It was okay when I was working because I was consistently making money. Now I'm not working and I'm in school, and I just keep ordering things and buying things, and I can't do that. Like, I just can't. I don't have the money and the funds to keep doing that. So I'm like putting myself on a spending ban. I'm not allowed to spend money on unnecessary things, and you'll know because you'll see hauls if I do buy things, because I will want to show you all. So I'm only going to limit myself to buying things like food for school, not like takeout or anything like that. I'm not going to buy anything like that unless it's an occasion like a birthday, then I'll buy something. But unless it's like an absolutely insane sale, like when I bought my Jeffrey Campbell's or something like that, then I don't think I'm going to buy anything in the near future. I feel like I'm okay with everything that I have now, and I don't really need that much more. And quickly, I'm going to insert this. Obviously, this is not the same day that I'm filming, but one of my biggest goals, I think, is to be less stubborn, admit when I'm wrong, and say sorry. I have a little bit of a tendency not to do so. I'm very stubborn, and I've been working on it throughout the entire year, but I think this is one of my resolutions where I really need to kind of fix something about my personality just a little bit more. So those are all of my resolutions. This is a very long video, and I know most people have like 4 or 5. Mine is like 10. Hopefully I'll be able to reflect on these resolutions throughout the year and keep you guys posted on how I'm doing with everything. But those are my resolutions for 2013. It's been an incredible year with everyone. Thank you so much for watching me, and please subscribe to this channel and subscribe to my second channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram and my blog, and I will see you guys all really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!